Anyways, You're listening to the Eastern Musketeers Sports Network on WSLM 1220 AM with Eli Guthrie and Dylan Beach. You'll hear all the live action tonight on the radio, along with live streaming on Facebook, X, and YouTube. It's game time, and we're ready here on WSLM.
Welcome here to Eastern High School. Welcome back. We're welcoming you back here to WSLM for tonight's clash between the Eastern Musketeers and the North Harrison Cougars. Who is going to win tonight, Musketeers or Cougars? I'm Dylan Beach, alongside my partner Eli Guthrie here tonight for the call.
Tonight, I think we'll see for the Cougars a lot of rushing from last week. Last week, we saw a lot of rushing yards out of the Cougars last week. They had 202 rushing yards out of 30 carries for their running back in that loss against the Brownstown Braves.
Yeah, I mean, talking about how good Brownstown looks. We were mentioning last week how we thought that North Harrison would be one of the major contenders for this conference, and they still might be one of those contenders for this conference, but looking at how good Brownstown is, I don't think anyone's beaten them this year.
I don't think so either. Brownstown has played very good in every game they've went up against you this year. We saw Brownstown a few weeks ago against Eastern, beating them 42-0. Looking for North Harrison to repeat the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty crazy the dominance Brownstown has this year. I mean, we were looking at North Harrison maybe being one of the contenders, but alas, they fell 40-7 last week against the Braves.
Yeah,
we're going to see how that turns out this week. I mean, both teams posted very similar results against Brownstown. I mean, that's kind of your mile marker for the conference at this point.
We saw that Brownstown came off a W against the Cougars last week. The Cougars are now on their heads are down now against coming into this game this weekend, as the Musketeers last week went into court and took a W big. They shut it out late over the Central Panthers last week, making them get their heads up quite a bit for this game coming tonight, as they play once again another conference matchup tonight against the Cougars, and we're looking to see the Musketeers fight back and looking to get another conference win.
Yeah, and I mean, this North Harrison offense, it is special. I mean, they don't throw the ball very often, but they put up numbers. I mean, we're looking at the schedule. 35 points versus Salem, 34 versus Scottsburg, 42 versus Corden, 34 versus Charlestown, and then that blunder last week with just 7 against Brownstown. I mean, it's going to be a task for Eastern to be able to stop the run tonight. I think that's definitely our number one key for probably both sides.
It sure will. I mean, stopping the run's going to be huge for the Musketeers tonight, like you said, because we're looking at it right now. Like you said, Charlestown 2 weeks ago, Charlestown played North Harrison, and Charlestown, they gave up 412 rushing yards to the Cougars. They put an absolute show out there against them, and the Musketeers are going to give up that much rushing tonight. This game's going to be over quickly.
Yeah, I mean, we have mentioned it a lot. This North Harrison team has an elite running game. They have 6 100-yard-plus rushers. They have 2 that have over 400. And, I mean, then you start looking at the touchdown numbers. You have 6 ball carriers who have recorded more than two rushing touchdowns on the year, which is absolutely absurd. The quarterback has 7 rushing touchdowns. The backfield, the running backs alone have a good handful, and then they even have 2 fullbacks who both have 2 touchdowns apiece. It's going to be a lot for Eastern to be able to defend tonight, and they're going to have their hands full throughout this game.
If the Musketeers can be able to figure out the run game, be able to adjust to that defensive backs, in order to understand how this thing's going to work, they will be able to stop this run game and force North Harrison to pass the ball. They have not passed the ball well this season, whether they chose not to or actually just couldn't get things successful. We talked about this before the broadcast tonight. North Harrison only has 17 pass attempts the whole season.
They have about as many wins as they do completions this year. I mean, they have 6 completions. They're 4-1. That's crazy numbers to be able to be averaging like 1.2 catches per game. Like,
yes,
that's absurd.
It really is absurd. I mean, thinking about it, they had 3 against Scottsburg in that 14-point W, 3 in that astounding W against Corden, the team that Eastern beat last week. And they completed all 3 of those passes. I wanted those passes were just little over the top passes, little check down passes, further quarterback, just trying to settle things down for him a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you see it. Like, we have seen some very run heavy teams this year. Brownstown, if that weird offense they love to run, even they complete more passes than this North Harrison team. And I mean, I'm really intrigued to see what this North Harrison team does. I mean, Coach Mark Williamson is in his 12th year with the Cougars. I mean, 71-50. I mean, his resume speaks for himself. And I mean, clearly it's been working because he's here in his 12th year at North Harrison. That's a lot of job stability and a hotbed that is Southern Indiana football.
They're like the key to this saying, if it's not broke, don't fix it. They're using all they can to avoid the passing game, using all they can to put that running game into action tonight. I think we will see North Harrison try to open things up a little bit and throw the ball down the field if they get the chance after their film sessions. For the Musketeers, like looking at them, has shown a lot of rushing attempts and very few pass attempts. I could see that going in the Musketeers' favor.
Yeah, I definitely get to see some passes tonight in North Harrison's future. I mean, if you've watched any sort of the film on the Musketeers, you've seen how the big plays have beat them throughout the years, and I mean throughout the game so far. And I mean, I could definitely see some passes thrown from North Harrison tonight. Let's talk about some fun numbers here, Eli. Do you want to know the last time the Musketeers defeated North Harrison?
Let me hear it.
2010 and 2011, the Musketeers won back-to-back games versus the Cougars. A little bit of bad blood there. I mean, it's been a while. I mean, better part of over a decade since Eastern's pulled one out against North Harrison. I mean, this is a team for Eastern that is full of firsts, Eli. This is last week, first conference win since 2018, and so far is the winningest season since that previously mentioned 2018 team.
It sure has. Revenge has been on the minds for the Musketeers the past 12 years against this Cougar forefront. In this conference matchup, being defeated by them multiple times by big numbers in recent years. We are looking to see the Musketeers coming out tonight looking for blood.
Yeah, got to get back in that win column against North Harrison. I mean, this could be a turning point for Eastern. I mean, we mentioned it's the winningest season since 2018. That's not really saying all that much. Trying to get back into greater territories that, I mean, this team hasn't seen in a while.
We sure are. We've seen recently the reoccurring things that happen for this Musketeer team is that they have huge people on their offensive defensive line. They're not shy of that size they have. They use it very well when it comes down to it and stopping the run on the goal line. They had that happened a few times last week. They held Corden on the goal line, ended up turning the ball over and getting them on their own 1 yard line. It really helped them figure out their defensive strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah, I definitely think this is going to be the biggest test so far for both sides of the trenches for Eastern. I mean, North Harrison, we know they're going to have some sort of a pass rush. We know that they are going to run the ball effectively on offense. It's up to the trenches to really be able to dictate just how well they do both of those things.
Yes, it will be. Dictating how they're going to do both those things tonight. Because the Musketeers, you know how they like to change it up a little bit and let one fly down the field occasionally to see if that defense is awake or not. And it worked quite a few times last week as they found one of the play last week. They found Caden Temple for a big touchdown late in the third quarter. But now this week, it's a bigger line in the fight, a Cougar actually.
Yeah.
And it's gonna come to a test tonight for the Musketeers whether they can let that ball fly or have to keep it on the ground.
Yeah, I'd even say that's another key tonight for the Musketeers is to get the ball out to their playmaker, Caden Temple, early and often. I mean, we saw him last week. He had 1 carry for 9 yards and a touchdown. But that's not where he was really lighting up the stat sheet. 6 catches, 95 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 ESPN top 10 highlight. He mossed that kid last week. What do you think about Caden Temple so far this year, Eli?
Caden Temple has really shown his athletic ability to be his major strength in this. Whether he has that major skill in football or not, his athletic ability changes this whole aspect by a lot of miles. He comes into this team bringing a leadership program for them, as well as showing what he can do on the offensive and defensive end. We saw him, Crawford County had an interception, didn't lead to much, but had an interception. And then he had last week a huge touchdown, like you said, ESPN top 10 highlight. I like to see Caden Temple be opened up quickly in this game.
Yeah, I mean, he is quickly became one of Cody Bannett's favorite targets. And I mean, he's mainly one of the only guys in this receiving corps who's putting up huge numbers in and out every week. I mean, you can see the relationship that they've built through their previous sports. And just with 4 minutes till the kickoff, we see the Eastern Musketeers take the field. I mean, got to see a new Eastern team tonight if they're going to be able to win this game, Eli.
Sure will. And speaking of receiving, like we did earlier with Caden Temple, there's receiving on the other end of the ball too, defensive end. Interceptions for Chandler Dukes, a big asset to this Musketeer defense in the cornerback position, able to jump those routes and read them like they are a book. And jump in front of him, he had a pick six to get Corden Central against Crawford County. able to get those defensive touchdowns for the Musketeers, I could see him being a threat if North Harrison decides to throw the ball tonight.
Yeah, Chandler Dukes has been a very, very pleasant surprise so far this year for this Eastern defense. He flies around the field. And I mean, he has gotten picks. He got that pick 6 against Crawford, had another last week. And it feels like this Eastern secondary is a rejuvenated group after losing maybe their best corner in the last decade, last season, in Andrew Adams.
Yes, they have. He stepped up amazingly. Being an underclassman still, he has shown that he's able to take this team in. He's a senior?
Yep.
Excuse me. Being a coming back senior from last season, taking up the spot of Andrew Adams, he has really stepped up and able to put this team on his back on the defensive stands.
Yep. Great secondary.
We'll come back right after the national anthem here at Eastern.
To honor America with the performance of the national anthem, 8-time Grammy Award winner, Chris Stapleton.
Oh, say, can you see the dawn to be light? Oh, so proudly we hailed at twilight's exclaiming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the pale sky. Oh, the ramparts we walked were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets spread the bombs were still through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the hope of the brave.
We welcome you back here on WSLM. I'm Dylan Beach alongside Eli Guthrie here live from Eastern High School for this Mid-Southern Conference clash between the North Harrison Cougars and the Eastern Musketeers.
Yes, I'm Eli Guthrie. Thank you for joining us tonight. I like to see a lot of offense being played here tonight, a high-scoring affair we have in front of us. I feel it's going to be bring up a lot of questioning tonight if the Musketeers can handle the pressure being applied by the Cougars. I'm not sure if the Cougars are ready for what they're going to see on the defensive end for the Musketeers.
Yeah, Eastern's certainly going to have to put together a complete ball game today. We mentioned it last week. One of the keys to the game, limiting the flags. Didn't quite limit those flags. I mean, it didn't really matter for the score. Was a one-sided affair all night, but Eastern's going to have to do that again. They are going to have to play a complete game tonight.
They sure will. It would make a lot better separation here for the Musketeers. They can play a game. Like you said, last week they could play a little sloppier. They didn't have much of a breach there for them in that game against Corden. But this week they're going to have a lot more defense and toughness coming their way that they're going to have to limit those mistakes and allow for that ball to fly smoothly.
Yeah, I'm not going to say by any means that Eastern has to be perfect tonight to be able to pull off this upset, Eli, but certainly you got to think that they're going to have to be pretty close.
They're going to have to be dang near perfect, if not perfect, to come up this win tonight, because the only loss for Cougars this year is the conference leader, the Brownstown Central Braves.
Yeah, who is going to be the conference champion? I don't think anyone's dethroning them this year. John Harrell thinks Eastern might have a shot at tonight. 35-21 is his prediction. How do you feel about that one, Eli?
I think he has a right mindset with this one tonight. 35-21 seems like an offensive led game, which I think is going to be the whole surrounding point of this game.
I think you could go 2 touchdowns either way. I mean, maybe 2 touchdown win for Eastern, or a very close one, or a 2 touchdown for North Harrison.
If we can just if Musketeers can just keep out of their own heads to start the game, and Cougars can fold a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, applying that pressure is key tonight.
I don't see this one getting too out of hand tonight either way, but I definitely think we have some good football ahead of us, folks. If you're just joining us once again, it is just about kickoff here from Eastern High School as Cody Bannett places it on the tee. We're going to have you some football all night long, so don't go anywhere. We will have all the action here on WSLM.
But Dylan, we mentioned earlier in our pregame show that the Cougars come in this tonight looking for they might have blood. We mentioned Musketeers have bad blood with the Cougars, but I believe that the Cougars might have bad blood too, because the close.
They got to bounce back after last week. They got embarrassed last week. They might be taking out some anger on Eastern. As Cody Bannett steps back to kick it off, and we're underway here in Eastern. North Harrison catches it at the 15, cuts it upfield, gets to about the 30 before he's wrapped up by the Musketeers on the play.
I like that return, cutting it back across the field, trying to take it up the middle quite a bit, giving himself some nice room.
Yeah, that was the quarterback on the return for the North Harrison Cougars. That was a little bit of strange there. I mean, quarterback David Langdon on the play. I mean, you don't see that very often.
He's kind of like the Swiss Army knife for the Cougars, like Cody Bannett is for the Musketeers.
Yeah, except Cody Bannett isn't out there returning his kicks too. I mean,
exactly.
Maybe that's the next step for him to be the ultimate Swiss Army knife. I mean, maybe get some inspiration for Coach Dean for next week.
Could be a good upside for the Musketeers, for Coach Dean.
This Cougar offense, we've mentioned it all week, how powerful they are. Now they're out in the I formation. David Langdon takes the snap, hands off to Fessel. Fessel gets met at the line for about a gain of 2.
That was a nice run up the middle there for the Cougars. I like how they try to create separation, but did not quite get the ball across the plane when they wanted it.
Yeah, North Harrison, we've previously mentioned, they have a lot of these weapons in that backfield. It's going to be interesting to see how they bring them all in. Fessel and McKinney, the 2 leading rushers for the team, 506 yards and 413 respectfully, alongside maybe a bit more of a goal line back, Whitaker, with 3 touchdowns on the year. Fessel's the one at the back of the eye for this play. Langdon takes the exchange, hands off to Fessel. Fessel gets up, spins, gets to about the first 3-yard line, and gets taken down. That's going to be a first down for the Cougars.
Nice run. Able to spin away from tackles there on that run for the Cougars. I like how he made separation for himself and finding space when the space would not be known.
Yeah. If you're just joining us, folks, we are just underway here at Eastern. Just still scoreless here with just 11 minutes. With just 11 minutes to play here in this first half. I'm acting like it's we've been rolling for a while, but 11 minutes left to play here in this first quarter. Fessel takes another handoff, gets to about the line, gets met by a couple of Musketeer defenders, and is brought down at about the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of 1 on the play.
What a great defensive stand for the Musketeer there, able to read the offensive choice and then kind of gave him a big bump as soon as he got the handoff.
Yeah, good response there for Eastern after giving up the first down on the previous play. Going to see what North Harrison has to cook up here. I mean, I can't imagine that getting 2nd and longs and 3rd and longs are very part of their run first game plan. But they're back out in the I formation. Leffer, the fullback. Fessel, the running back. Langdon takes the exchange, hands off to Fessel. Fessel gets outside the line of scrimmage, still on his feet, gets up to about the first down line. He's still running, and he gets down to about the 35 there. What a run by Fessel.
That was actually surprising. The same defender had his hand on his jersey the whole time and was able to just keep a hold of him, but he kept breaking tackles, spinning around the defenders.
Yeah, Bryce Fessel, a heck of a run, and he's going to get to go to the sideline for a break.
Yeah, he will. That was a great run. I about to be tired too. Need some water and some oxygen after that run.
Yeah, now we're going to see a different look here for North Harrison. Back in the I formation once again, both McKinney in the backfield. Pullback Leffer takes the handoff right up the gut. He's going to be met. He's going to get a gain of about 4 or 5 on the play.
I like that play from the Cougars. The same one they've been running all game. The Musketeers cannot seem to figure it out.
Yeah, still in that I formation once again. That time, the fullback getting the carry. Leffer his numbers on the year, pretty impressive for one of the fullbacks not getting all the carries in the world, 164 yards, 2 touchdowns. North Harrison, they've got a lot of rushers, and they have all scored at least once this year. McKinney, shockingly enough, has only 1 touchdown with his 413 yards. Langdon takes the snap again, hands off to Leffer again. He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage, but he keeps on churning, and he's going to be, I'd say, just about short of the first down.
Yeah, it was a nice little run there from the Cougars, but even better defensive stand for the Musketeers. Able to hit him again at the line of scrimmage, stopping them, making it a 3rd and short.
Yeah, we're still scoreless here at Eastern High School. Just 9 minutes to play here in this first quarter as the Cougars are driving deep in Musketeer territory here. Langdon back out here again, has his fullback King behind him. A lot of tailbacks off to that left side. Hands off to King. King gets up, and he's going to be short of the first down. That's a nice stand by the Eastern defense.
That'll be a loss on the play, actually. What a great defensive stand to hold him to a 4th down. I like to see if the Cougars have a good enough kicker to send him out there to give him 3, or they're going to go for it here.
Yeah, I imagine we're going to see a go for it here. Going to see what North Harrison can cook up here. Another carry, once again, we've mentioned it in the pregame. They don't throw the ball an awful lot. But we're going to see what they come out here again. Same powerful eye package that they've been running all game. King's the wing back off to the left, and they're going to get a jump there.
False start. It looks like Abel trying to do a little hard snap there to try to knock the Musketeers off sides to get them the first down. Didn't quite work, and now the Musketeers are ready to get off this field.
Yeah, that's some good discipline from Eastern there. I mean, this is something we've mentioned all week, all the time, that Eastern has to limit the flags. And, I mean, they get North Harrison to jump here, and this is going to make it a really difficult conversion for if North Harrison decides to run this ball.
I completely agree. I'm looking to see that the Cougars either send out their field goal unit if they can make this long field goal. It's looking to be about right now a 48-yard field goal, I'd say, about a third, maybe a 46-yard.
Probably a little far for a high schooler to be
reasonably
so coming out to kick. I mean, I think we're going to see North Harrison maybe have to open the playbook here. Would be very risky to be running for it on 4th and 7, but crazier things have happened. I mean, Fessel should have been brought down at the line, but he kept spinning, dragging a man along the way for that first down. And here's going to be Eastern's first test here on 4th down.
I can see the Cougars throw the ball here for the first time.
Yeah, might see a rare throwing play here. The formation doesn't indicate it, but Clooney's out in motion. Leffer's the fullback once again with Fessel. Fessel fakes the handoff, and we're going to have another flag here before the play can even get going.
Since they blew the play dead, I believe it'd be another false start penalty, setting them up even further behind the chains.
Yeah, I liked that play call there too. I mean, faking the handoff. He looked like he might have had a couple of guys down the field, but we're not going to get to find out as it 4th and long becomes 4th and even longer here, Eli. Eastern has to be able to get off the field here. This is the defense's first test, and here comes the punting team for North Harrison.
I like that little fake play from North Harrison that they had Drew up before that 4th down play. It reminded me of Aaron Rodgers' fake handoff.
Yeah, it was a good fake handoff. For as little as they've passed this year, it's a good handoff. Number 17, Peyton King out to punt for North Harrison. He gets a nice little punt here. Oh, and that's going to be downed on about the 1 or 2. Great hands team job there from North Harrison.
He pooched that ball really high in the air, giving the North Harrison kicking unit time to get down to the line to put that ball down deep. I like that kick, and I don't like the starting spot for the Musketeers.
Yeah, King, the fullback, putting a really good punt on display there. I mean, not anything of a far punt, but, I mean, didn't really have to be. A great little punt there to pin the Musketeers deep. We're going to see what Cody Bannock can do here. As with just 7 minutes left in this first quarter, we're still scoreless here at Eastern High School. Going to see what Cody Bannock and this high-powered Eastern offense can get going.
We sure will. We saw last week them getting started very quickly and giving up little space for that defensive backs to get in the game started. We'll see how they can do that again tonight.
Yeah, Eastern back on their own 1. Bannock with Jones off to his left. Takes the snap. Hands off to Jones. Jones gets to about the line of scrimmage, falls forward for a couple of yards.
Nice run by Braden Jones there. Able to lower his shoulder and break through some tackles and get to the middle of the field. Bring up a good gain on the first down.
Yeah, nice little start to Eastern to get themselves off their own goal line, now to their own 5. 2nd and 8 here. We're going to see what they go back to. if I'm a betting man, I'd be willing to bet they'd go back to Braden Jones.
I could say that as well. That'd be a great play right now to start as they're on their own goal line still.
Bannett with Jones off to his left. Hands off to Jones again. Gets a little bit of room. Trucks over Fessel. Falls down for another couple of yards, and Eastern's got a nice manageable third down here.
He's able to lower his head and get above again. I like his aggressiveness to start this game tonight. Maybe could be the turning point for the Musketeers that keep that run game going.
Yeah, we mentioned Fessel a lot on offense. He is also one of the leading defenders for this North Harrison team. 61 tackles and an interception on the year. Those are no numbers to be scoffing at. As Eastern takes the field for a 3rd and 4, Bannett with Jones off to his right. Fakes the handoff, passes it to Garrett Jury out of the screen. Jury to the 15, to the 20, still going to the 30, to the 35, and down just shy of the 40. A huge play for the Eastern Musketeers.
Man, what a nice play for the Musketeers. Able to open that passing game up early. We said that'd be a good thing for Bannett to start doing tonight. A few runs and then let one fly. I mentioned that to start the game. He may let some fly in this game tonight.
Yeah, Eastern, they love these screen passes. Garrett Jury getting out on this one. Huge play for Eastern to get it on to their own 37 here. Setting up shop for a 1st and 10 as we're just under 6 minutes to play here in this first quarter. Still scoreless. Cody Bannett with Jones in the backfield. Fakes the handoff, scrambles out right, looks for Temple. Completes the pass to Temple, and we're going to have another first down as he's brought down just past the 50-yard line.
Wow, what a nice play. Way to find Caden Temple there. We said he'd be an asset in this game. Once again, he was able to find him there quick for a good first down. Nice pass.
This offense is rolling, Eli. This is exactly how Eastern needed to start to get an upset victory here tonight, Eli.
It sure is. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far from this Musketeer offense.
Always going to be high-powered Musketeer offense. Got to see how they can do it here tonight. Bannett with Jones in the backfield. Jury and McBride out to his right. Motions Jury through. Hands off to Jones. Jones gets through the off line. Gets down to about the 30. Now down to the 20, and he's brought down just at the 20. And this Eastern Musketeer offense is rolling, Eli.
They really are. I'm loving this for the Musketeers right now. Braden able to break, contain, and get outside, looking to shut down this North Harrison defense.
Yeah, there may not be any storm clouds in the sky, but something is brewing here in Pekin, Indiana, as this Musketeer offense is rolling just shy of the red zone here. Gonna see what happens here as North Harrison uses their first timeout.
I love this offensive drive for the Musketeers. We will be back shortly after a break from this timeout here at Eastern.
After a joint surgery, injury, or illness, Meadowview and Salem Crossing are the best choices for helping you recover. Our Moving Forward rehabilitation program offers a full range of therapies. We're here to help you return home safely with the skills you need to live life on your own terms. Meadowview and Salem Crossing, 2 great options for your rehabilitation. To learn more, visit asccare.com or call 888-996-8272.
We welcome you back here at Eastern High School as we're still scoreless with just 5:20 to play here in this first quarter. As Eastern is driving here down on the Cougars 22-yard line, just shy of the red zone here. Eli, what are you looking to see here from Eastern to cap off this drive?
Well, we saw quite a few good runs and even a few passes here. Great for the Musketeers. I'm looking to see them do the same exact thing. Change it up. Throw the ball a few times. Maybe run it to start and then throw the ball a few times after that.
Yeah, it's a very diverse offense. I think we might see some more Caden Temple here. Definitely some more Braden Jones here. As Bannett brings out his offense here, he has 2 off to his left. Caden Temple out on the far side with Braden Jones in the sidecar. Bannett gets ready for the offering. Takes a snap, motions Caden Temple through, flips it off to Caden Temple. Caden Temple cuts up, gets going a little bit to the 10, to the 5, and Caden Temple is rocked up at about the 5-yard line, and this Musketeer offense is getting going.
Man, what a great pitch and catch there from the Musketeers to Temple. Temple able to break contain once again, like the running game for Jones, able to break it and get outside.
Yeah, this is maybe one of the best drives we've seen from this Eastern team in all the games we've covered so far this year, Eli. Got to see if they can get in the end zone. They have a lot of big guys, and they have these jumbo packages set up just for Braden Jones to get into these end zones.
They sure do. We're seeing them on the 5-yard line now. I'm really enjoying this.
Bannett with Jones off to his left. Takes the exchange. Hands off to Jones. Gets met at the line, and he's going to be taken down for a loss on that play.
Looks like the referee was a little more ready for a longer play there as he was already down near the end zone. Looks like we have a gain of 1.
Yep, if he got back to the line of scrimmage there, good to him. Not really what Eastern was looking for there. Got really blown up at the line. Even all the way back to the wing back. Couldn't really get any blocks going for Braden Jones there. As Eastern bringing out a little bit less of a big package here, got trips out to the right, including the tight end Brody Temple, Garrett Drury off to the left side, Braden Jones in the backfield. Bennett wheels out wide, looks for Braden Jones in the pass, catches, gets up, and Braden Jones is going to score the first touchdown of this game. Eastern Musketeers 6, North Harrison 0.
We have not seen that play at all from the Musketeers yet. What a great one for the Musketeers right now.
And this Eastern team is rolling, taking an opening drive lead over the Cougars. Gonna see if Cody Bannock can't take the 7-0 lead here with the PAT.
Like that
Drury
play.
takes the snap. It's up, and Bannock drills it through the uprights. Eastern Musketeers lead 7-0 over the North Harrison Cougars. 4 minutes and 13 seconds left in this first quarter.
What a great drive from the Musketeers there. Excellent for them. 36 yards passing for them, or 46 yards passing for them so far in this game. What a great start for the Musketeers.
Yeah, huge opening drive for Eastern. You can't write it up better than that. I mean, coming out here for North Harrison, they have got to bounce back, or maybe this could get ugly early. I didn't think it would.
I didn't
but
think
it
so
could.
either. It's been a great start for the Musketeers, and we're loving it.
Got to be loving it if you were an Eastern Musketeers fan. Eastern packing the crowd in here tonight for homecoming. A lot of names being announced throughout the night. All the youth football teams, and then homecoming, of course. Eastern has the perfect set of fans here tonight to maybe be able to fuel an upset here tonight, Eli.
I can see that being the case tonight. I can see that being the case here tonight for the Musketeers. That drive looked good. We saw some things the Musketeers have not done yet this year, like that little fake handoff rollout right. We saw Braden Jones in the receiving side of things here tonight. It is great to see them actually change up their playbook here.
Yeah, I mean, huge bit of diversity there for Eastern throughout that drive. Going to be huge to see what North Harrison can respond with. They were driving there for a while, ends up getting stuffed just shy of the red zone. Got to see how they bounce back here, Eli.
I'm looking to see quite a bit.
Bannock boots it off deep, bounces, one hops. The quarterback Langdon takes it at about the 20, gets up to about the 30, keeps on going. He's to the 40. There's a flag down on the play. He gets up to about the 50. And he is wrapped down on the play there. We're going to see what that flag is all about. The kicker, Cody Bannock, taking him down on that play, maybe saving a touchdown.
Textbook tackle from Cody Bannock there. We saw some nice running return there. Like I've mentioned before, he was able to find space when space was not given from the Musketeers. He looked like he had a head full of steam on that return. Might be coming back with a legal block on the back, I can presume.
Yeah, I mean, break there for Eastern would have been great field position there for the Cougars, but great tackle there from Cody Bannock. He might be seeing some more Swiss Army knife duties here. Maybe throw him out on defense too. That was a very good tackle.
Yeah, it sure was. Give him that position right now. He already has a tackle. He's about as many as the team has of all together. He's really adding to his numbers tonight, padding his stats. We love to see Cody Bannock playing like he is right now.
Yeah, Cody Bannock always going to be a fun player for Eastern. Versatile athlete, gets outside the pocket well, and he can really throw that ball deep whenever he goes to throw. North Harrison on their second drive of the game, back out in that I formation. Leffer as the fullback. Fessel is the running back. Langdon hands off to Fessel. Fessel gets through the line, spins a little bit, and he's going to be wrapped up at about the 40 for maybe a gain of 7 on the play.
What a great run from the Cougars there. He was able to spin around, had a head full of steam on that one, able to get up, break some few tackles, find his way. Good run.
Yeah, I mean, if North Harrison's going to be able to do anything in this game, we know for sure that they're going to be able to run the football. Got to be able to keep seeing that from them as they get punched in the mouth for the first time in this game. Going to be taking an early lead for Eastern. 3:30 to play here in this first quarter. Langdon motions through Leffer. Tries to hand off to Fessel, fakes it, wheels around, gets to about the line of scrimmage, and he's going to be wrapped up on the play. Huge play for the Eastern Musketeers as they get him right back at the line of scrimmage.
That was an excellent defensive stand there from the Musketeers. He was looking around trying to break outside, trying to find that open space for him to get to the end zone. Couldn't quite find it. Met by a Musketeer defender as soon as he breaks back.
Yeah, met by Connor Cleek on the play. Connor Cleek, it feels like he flies around the field almost. underclassman Connor Cleat going to definitely be something that this Musketeer defense builds upon in the future. Because, I mean, he gets around and he makes these tackles. None huger than that one right there. Saying they got the first on that one, but I thought that was bad at the line of scrimmage, Eli. But Langdon takes the snap, hands off to Fessel. Fessel gets up through the line of scrimmage, and he's going to be wrapped up at about the 50.
Not a bad run there from the Cougars. Kind of a questionable first down give there for North Harrison. I don't quite agree with that, but we'll see what we'll see. We'll give to him, I guess.
I guess from our viewpoint, we couldn't really see it all that well, but I mean, I guess so. As North Harrison finally crosses back over into Eastern Territory. 2:30 to play here. Ball on the 49. Eastern leads 7-0. North Harrison back out in the I formation. Both fullbacks are on the field. Fessel in the backfield. Hands off to Fessel. Gets up. He's going to have a first down, and he's going to end up being wrapped right up around that first down marker, but we'll certainly get the first down on that play.
What a good run there, able to fight. Even after he got hit, he was able to fight through some tackles, able to break free, get a first down.
Yeah, we're seeing just about what we expected from North Harrison once again. All these successful run plays. Got to see if they can't cap it off. We remember that first drive. They were rolling, but they got stopped just short of it. Got to be able to get in the end zone here for some points here, Eli.
I'm liking this North Harrison drive so far, able to put things together this time around.
Yeah, they're churning. The big tailback, McKinney, back in the game. He receives the toss. Got two fullbacks in front of him. Gets to the outside. There's going to be a flag down the play, but he's going to be shoved out right about the 31, and that is going to be a big hit there. McKinney slow to get up here. We're going to see if he's all right. Got to see what that flag is all about, too.
He drilled that culvert on the edge of the football field in the track there as he went down.
Yeah.
Tough way to go down.
Got taken out pretty late on that play. Gonna be landing a little awkwardly. Hopefully McKinney's all right as he jogs back towards his own sideline.
Not a bad play for the Cougars there. It will be called back on a holding.
Coming back on a hold. Would have been a great run. I mean, he had his entourage of fullbacks blocking for him. Kind of disappointing there for North Harrison to be ended up coming back, starting all over again with 1st and 20, Eli.
Man, real tough position now to start behind their own chains. Layers looking, putting things together, looking like they're going to get down the field real quickly. Now they're back from square one.
Almost like the first drive. I mean, they got down, had a 4th and 2, got bit by the penalties. Maybe we're seeing an Eastern team that might not lose the penalty battle here tonight. Going to see as North Harrison trots back out onto the field from their huddle. Langdon has him in the I formation. Wide receivers on both sides. Fessel's the tailback. Hands off to Fessel. Gets to about the line of scrimmage. Spins outside. Gets up. Jukes out Drury. Gets past. He's to the 25, to the 20, to the 15. He's still stumbling, and he gets down about the 10-yard line. Huge run for Fessel.
Man, he could just not be brought down there. A lot of promising things to be seen for the Cougars there. Breaking the defensive down for the Musketeers. Really, really big run for the Cougars.
Yeah, I mean, we had just mentioned they were behind on the stick starting from 1st and 20. He gains it all back and even more. Huge rush for North Harrison, getting them down into the red zone here. Ball on the 12. Eastern still leads 7-0. 1:30 to play here in this first quarter as the Cougars are driving. North Harrison back out on the field, back in that I formation. Now with Whitaker as the tailback. Langdon takes a snap, gets a little push from the backfield. He's still going. He's down to about the 5, and that's going to be a pretty successful quarterback sneak, Eli.
Man, I like that quarterback sneak there. He kind of fooled the Musketeer defense, able to get up there, keep it going a little bit, churning his legs, bring up a closer mark to the end zone.
Yeah, I mean, you got a big body at quarterback, 6'2". I mean, you got to be able to use those quarterback sneaks. Didn't know they'd be using it from the 12, but a gain of 5 on the play there. Pretty nice gain. Maybe Tom Allen and the Hoosiers need to be watching that game film.
Yeah, they sure do. It seems like they're going to take a lot of pointers from that trickery there.
Yeah, good little setup for North Harrison. 2nd and 5 on their 7. 40 seconds to go. Langdon motions a tailback through. Hands off to McKinney. And my bad, that's going to be a touchdown for Whitaker, and he is just going to waltz on into the end zone, Eli.
Man, 8-yard touchdown run for the Cougars there. Man, what a crazy turn of events there after that huge penalty, bringing them back 10 yards.
Yeah, we mentioned it previously. Whitaker, maybe more of a goal line back. Just 26 carries, 148 yards, but he finds the pay dirt for his 4th touchdown of the year as the Cougars have a chance to tie this one up or take the lead here. With 32 seconds left to play here in this first quarter, the Eastern Musketeers still lead 7-6
I
temporarily here.
Yeah, temporarily. Here
Like
we
the
go.
aggression here from North Harrison to be coming for 2. I mean, just got to gain 3 yards, and if they're rushing attack, it could always happen. Langdon motions a fullback through, hands it back off to him, hands it back off to Whitaker again, and I think we're going to see him getting in there for a 2-point conversion. North Harrison Cougars flip the score around. They lead 8-3 over the Eastern Musketeers.
That was a great drive from the Musketeers. I mean, not Musketeers, sorry, Cougars there, able to set themselves up for success after that huge penalty. We saw quite a few rushing attempts there. They had 60 yards on that one drive for Fessel and that defensive, that running back core. We don't like to see that for the Musketeers. Musketeers are struggling now, back on their heels, looking to see a big turnaround offensive start great here tonight.
And I mean, what a way to bounce back from North Harrison. We previously mentioned it. They go 5 deep on who receives carries. I mean, you've got 5 players who all have over 25 carries, the fullbacks included in that. I mean, the quarterback himself, he has over 40 carries now in this game and continuing with his season. I mean, it is a very deep running back core. And I mean, you don't want to see any of them go down like McKinney did, but if he's back, I mean, even if he's not back, they still have this deep core to bounce back on.
They sure do. I like seeing a lot of depth for each team here. North Harrison has brought in quite a few players from either side of the ball, able to keep some resting up and allowing for more players to see some reps, and that really advances their ability to win games like they have been previously, except for that one mess up last week at Brownstown. Here we go, ready for Musketeers again.
Yeah, back to kick for the Cougars is Colton McKinney, the junior, or not even McKinney, my bad. Joshua Wainscott is the kicker here for North Harrison, still a junior. He goes to kick it off. It's 1 deep. It's going to be caught by Drury at the 15. He gets to his 20, about the 25, cuts up to the 30, gets to about the 35, and that's a nice little solid return for Garrett Drury to start off his night on the returns.
He saw some real estate in front of him and took it, able to juke out North Harrison kick team players and get to the near side here, looking for more yardage. Got stopped at his own 35-yard line.
Yeah, good little return there to set up some nice field position for the Musketeers compared to where they started their last drive whenever they drove all 99 yards down the field to score a touchdown. Got to be liking this field position for Eastern if they're going to try to take this lead right back. 21 seconds left here in this first quarter. Might be the last play of the drive here. I mean, the quarter. Eastern trails 7-8. Bandit motions Drury through. Takes the snap, hands off to Jones. Jones gets up past the line of scrimmage for about a gain of 5.
Nice run for Jones there to open up this drive for the Musketeers. The second one of the game, really chewing up that clock, as that might have been the last play of this first quarter.
Yeah, exciting first quarter. North Harrison driving down their first drive, getting stuffed. Eastern coming back and taking the lead. North Harrison flip-flopping the lead right back. This is going to be in the first quarter. I'm Dylan Beach alongside Eli Guthrie here at Eastern High School, and we will be right back after a couple of messages from our sponsors.
Keep playing. Keep working. Keep going. And keep moving with the exceptional orthopedic care at Baptist Health. With an experienced team and a full line of advanced services and procedures, it's no wonder most people choose Baptist to help them keep on. Keeping on. Visit baptisthealth.com/ortho to find a Baptist Health provider.
This is Becky White from WSLM, and I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Are you ready for some football and fantastic deals on wheels? John Jones Auto Group is here to kickstart your season with unbeatable savings at all 4 of our locations. That's right, we're conveniently located in Salem, Corden, Greenville, and Scottsburg. Score big this football season and drive away a winner with John Jones Auto Group. Our dedicated team is committed to helping you find the perfect vehicle that suits both your style and your budget. Whether you're looking for a tough and versatile truck to tackle any challenge or sleek and fuel-efficient sedan to zip through traffic like a star player, we've got you covered. Plus, don't overlook our certified pre-owned vehicles that offer affordable reliability. Get ready to do a happy touchdown dance because we're offering incredible finance options. Our finance team will work their magic to
Welcome back here to Eastern High School. Start of the second quarter. Bannett has his offense back on the field. 2 wideouts to his left, 1 to his right. Takes the handoff. Hands off to Braden Jones. Braden Jones gets back to the line of scrimmage before he's wrapped up for maybe about a gain, couple inches, maybe 1 or 2.
I'd like to see a 2-yard gain there for the Musketeers. He's able to lower his head once again, putting his life on the line there, his body, sacrificing his body for those yardage gains. I like Braden Jones' aggressiveness to start this game. Musketeers are off to a good start.
Yeah, always going to have to be careful whenever laying out your shoulders on the play. Don't want any brain injuries, no concussions. Hopefully a healthy season for both of these teams as Bannett gets ready to take the snap. Fakes the handoff to Jones, looks to pass, finds Temple. Temple's going to be wrapped up right around the first down yard line, and he's going to get the conversion.
Nice 6-yard passing catch there from the Musketeers, from Bannett to Temple. I like this start for the Musketeers. They're able to switching things up a little bit, getting the running game going, getting the passing game as well, able to keep the Cougar defense guessing on what they're going to be doing each time around.
Always huge to be able to move the chains as Eastern still just shy of Cougar territory here. Maybe they're in a couple of plays on the 48-yard line. If you're just joining us, I'm Dylan Beach alongside Eli Guthrie here at Eastern High School. 11 minutes to play in the first half as the Eastern Musketeers trail the Cougars 8-7. Bannett trips out right, fakes the handoff to Jones, and that is going to be a screen pass gone errant.
Man, what a play that could have gone so well for the Musketeers. Bannett kind of misread the run there from Drury. Drury was ready for that one. He could have got a few good yardage out of that one.
Had that same screen pass setup that we saw earlier with the big gain from Garrett Drury, that one a little too far out. Maybe lucky that one wouldn't have been picked off. If there's a pressing cornerback on the play, could have went bad there for the Musketeers as they regroup here. 2nd down and 10 to go. Bannett with 2 off to his left. Caden Temple alone on the right side. Motions Garrett Drury through. Takes a snap. Hands off to Braden Jones. Gets outside the line of scrimmage. He gets up to about the 45 before he's wrapped down just shy of the first down marker. Good run from Eastern there to get into opposing territory as they have got to be able to convert on this 3rd down.
That was a nice 6-yard, 7-yard run there from the Musketeers, able to put that ball a little closer to the chains here, looking to convert.
Yeah, graded as a 6-yarder by the scorekeeper. Going to be a huge 3rd down here in Cougar territory. See if Eastern can't keep this drive going as we're going to have a timeout for North Harrison here. Their 2nd of the game. 10:21 here left at Eastern. We'll be right back after a couple more messages from our sponsors.
Hello, folks. Craig Martin at Billy Martin Store. I'd like to start off by saying a big thank you to everyone that voted us your best place to purchase appliances, furniture, and floor coverings in Washoe County for another year. At Billy Martin Store, we have so much more to offer our loyal customers. Not only do we carry a complete line of GE Hot Point and Speed Queen appliances, but also a full line of home furnishings as well. Beautiful, quality name brand furniture and living room suites, sectionals, recliners, dining room suites, bedroom suites, lamps, and sectionals. And Bose Bedding, made in the USA, and most furniture and bedding is made right here in Southern Indiana. Billy Martin Store has a nice display of all of your floor covering, carpets, vinyls, tiles, laminates, Somerset hardwood flooring. We offer you low prices, free home and business estimates, and professional installation by our own installers. Billy Martin Store offers you free delivery, free haul away, and our own professional service on what we sell. Janice, Tanya, and I will be happy to help you in selecting the perfect item for your home or business and stand behind you.
We welcome you back here to Eastern High School. Following that North Harrison timeout, Bannett leads his team back onto the field to get this 3rd and 2 conversion here. He has Jones off to his left. Motions Garrett Drury through. Hands off to Jones. Jones gets up. He's going to have a 1st down and a little bit more as he's brought down to about the 38.
What a nice run there from Jones. Really getting his momentum going again. This Musketeer defense is offense is on a roll once again, starting this next drive here.
Just how you draw that up sometimes. I mean, you can run between these big tackles that Eastern has. Huge offensive line. Great blocking there from the O-line and Drury, who was motioned through. As Musketeers coming out in a 2 running back set. No strangers to that 2 running back set. McBride off to his right. Jones to his left. He has Temple and Drury off on their respective sides. Takes the snap. Looks to throw. Is looking for Temple. Airs it out to Temple. Temple. He's going to bring that one down. Not sure if – and it's going to be a catch. That is a spectacular catch from Caden Temple, and that is going to flip the field for the Musketeers, getting brought down just inside of his own 10.
That catch was miraculous from Caden Temple. To visualize it for you, he was running, looking over his left shoulder, had to turn to his right shoulder, found it, jumping out of bounds, getting 1 foot down, barely securing that catch. Huge bomb from Cody Bannett to Caden Temple. Man, we're loving this offense so far.
Mentioning the moss last week from Caden Temple coming out, maybe
Double coverage.
surpassing that one through double coverage as Bannett gets his team down here on the 8. Motions Temple through. Hands off to Braden Jones. Braden Jones gets met at the line by a group of Cougars, and Lone is going to bring him down. He's the first one to get there. Second down here for the Eastern Musketeers.
Man, we're loving to see this offense right now. The Musketeers are not settling for anything less than the best tonight. We are seeing some great offensive plays ran. That pass, double coverage for the Musketeers, setting them up in the red zone.
Yeah, we mentioned it earlier that Eastern doesn't quite have to be perfect, but they're pretty close here tonight as Cody Bannett only has one incompletion so far as he brings his team out here. McBride and Garrett Drury off to his left. Bannett to the right. Fakes the handoff, looks for Caden Temple. Caden Temple going to be held a little bit, and that's going to be pass interference.
I like to see that. Bannett, when he dropped back in the pocket, seeing the contact, I don't think he actually intended for Temple to catch the ball there. I think he was looking more for that penalty. You had to throw the ball for the flag to be thrown. I liking that.
You might be giving our good friend Cody Bannett a little too much credit, but great ball there. Great job drawing the penalty for Caden Temple, and pretty good ball there from Bannett. Probably would have been caught if he's not held there.
Yes, it would have been. Now it's set up even closer at the 4 or maybe 5 yard line here. First down, automatic first down now.
And this is where this Eastern offense is so hard to stop, Eli. You have the backs, you have the blockers. Inside 5 yards, it's always going to be hard to stuff them here as Musketeers take the field again. 2 wide receivers off to the left, 1 to the right. Jones in the backfield, takes the handoff. Cody Bannett keeps it, punches up the middle for about a gain of 3.
Nice 3-yard run there. The North Harrison Cougars were preparing for a Jones run there, but instead they got Bannett. Bannett able to find some space, weaving himself around, gaining a 3 on the play. Nice one.
Yeah, Bannett faking out the North Harrison defense on the read option, faking me out on the read option. I mean, that's a good sign of it working if both we and the defense don't really know who has the ball there. Good little decision there from Bannett. As we get down here inside the 5 here for the Musketeers, second and ball is down on the 3. Powerful package in here. Braden Jones in the Wildcat takes the snap himself, fumbles it, and North Harrison is going to recover on the 5.
Man, we saw a great start for the Musketeers. Excellent finish almost. Jones sells.
A nightmare for Eastern there. Inches. Just 3 yards left there. Braden Jones.
9 feet.
The direct snap to Braden Jones. Didn't quite catch it clean. Not usually probably what he's used to taking. I mean, more used to getting those handoffs. But, I mean, he had a lot of blockers in there with him. Had Brody Temple as his halfback. Braden Jones taking that Wildcat snap going poorly for the Musketeers as the Cougars set up shop on their own 5. Pinned deep here. Going to see what they do. Back in the I formation. Fessel takes the handoff, gets outside that offensive line, keeps on churning, and he's brought down just shy, maybe getting the first down on the play.
Man, what a nice run. Actually, right at the first down marker. Well, they're not quite getting in the first down. Oh, they did. First down and 10. I like that run from Fessel. Fessel able to find space, open up the playbook a little bit there, open his lanes, first down there on the quick play.
Yeah, gets the first down. Fessel showing why he was second in the team in carries, just 1 behind McKinney. Coming into this game now, certainly surpassed McKinney in handoffs, but back out in this I formation once again. Langdon has Fessel as the tailback, King is his fullback. He takes the offering, hands it off right to the fullback. He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage. Good defensive play there for the Musketeers on first down, Eli.
Maybe a gain of 1 or a half yard there. I like that little trickery, though, from the Cougars. They usually hand it off to Fessel, but Fessel was more than one's blocking on that play as he handed off to the fullback, the big boy, on the second part in the I-4.
Yeah, we've mentioned that North Harrison gets the ball to a lot of guys in these running plays. They have 6 guys with over 25 carries on the year coming into the night. Those numbers are going to keep going up as North Harrison coming back. Just a clean backfield here with a wing back here. Fessel takes the handoff, gets to the line of scrimmage. He's going to be wrapped up once again. And this Eastern defense is holding here. 3rd and 10 here.
Man, nice little defensive stand there from the Musketeers. Looks like they're reading the plays quite a bit more now. As we're looking through it, I like to see the Musketeers able to adjust here. Look, on the first play of this drive, they give up a 10-yard run from Fessel. And that time around, the late before last, they give up 1, giving up 0 on that one. Nice turn of events.
Yeah, got to see if Eastern can get off the field here on third down. 3rd and 9, 6:20 to play in the first quarter. Langdon takes the snap, scrambles out right, has Caleb King chasing, looks to throw, and that's going to be caught by the tight end, Hernandez, on the play.
Flag down in the backfield, though.
Going to see what that's going to be. Might be coming back here as Hernandez corralling in his only 2nd catch of the year. Not a lot of catches from this North Harrison team, but getting a good catch, losing his helmet there. We're going to see what that flag's all about.
Surprising pass and catch there from the Cougars. The Musketeers didn't seem quite ready for that one. We are thinking he's going to come back, though, but there wasn't quite many people in the backfield unless they call a holding. I could see that being the possibility here.
Yeah, we're going to see what happens here. Looks like going to be against the Musketeers as the refs keep moving forward.
Roughing the passer on the defense. Looks like Caleb King had a little bit extra contact after that play was dead there.
Yeah, we mentioned it during the play. Caleb King was chasing the scrambling Langdon. Langdon throwing cross body, scrambled out left, throws cross body, makes a beautiful, beautiful throw. Maybe he might be getting some more passing attempts tonight as North Harrison takes over inside Eastern territory. Going to see how Eastern's defense responds here. So close to getting off the field just 1 play ago, Eli.
For their first pass attempt tonight, that goes 20 yards on that first pass attempt. You like to see that.
Yep, Langdon with 2 to his left. Hands off to Fessel. Gets up outside the line of scrimmage. He's going to be brought down by Caleb King. Caleb King keeping a hand on that jersey all the way, bringing him down once again.
3-yard run there on the play for Fessel. Fessel was grabbed. His jersey was grabbed early, not giving much room for him to run. Nice stop, the defensive Caleb King, like you mentioned. Like to see him get more in that backfield.
Yeah, another helmet loss this time. This time, Landon Rose coming off the field. Got to always come off the field if you lose that helmet. That is certainly a rule, if I remember so. Got to be able to come off, make sure they're okay, get that helmet back on them. As North Harrison sets back up here, 2nd and 7, ball in the 39, 5 minutes to play. Motions Leffer through. Hands off to Fessel. Fessel gets up past the line of scrimmage. He has a 1st down and more. Gets to the 25, to the 20. Being wrapped up by Musketeer defenders at about the 21. Another huge run by Fessel.
What a big run there from Fessel. About 18, 20 yards again, picking up another 1st down for the Cougars. Might have been a little bit further than that.
Yeah, just probably going to be about 15-ish on the play.
15-ish.
From the 38 to the 23, another great run from Fessel, showing off his skills. Was North Harrison's leading rushing yarder coming into the game. Going to be continuing with that as North Harrison brings both fullbacks out again. Leffer's the real fullback. King motions through, pitches it to McKinney. McKinney gets up to about the line of scrimmage before he's wrapped up. Eastern all over that play, Eli.
Loss of 2 on the play seems to be from the North Harrison Cougars. What a nice stand for the Musketeers, holding them back on that one. We saw some give from the Musketeer defense there, giving up huge runs, 15-yard run, 20-yard pass in the same drive. That's 35 yards of precious yardage.
They were all over that toss. Got to be better here for North Harrison on 2nd down. Can't get behind early on these 1st downs here as they run the ball often. Not a lot of passing. So Langdon rushes the team back out here. Just 3 on the play clock. Hands it off to Whitaker. Whitaker to the line of scrimmage. There's going to be another flag thrown on the play. Another helmet loss. This time Hernandez again for North Harrison.
Looks like we have a holding on the offense. Let me draw back 10 more yards. Cancel the run. Put him back.
Yeah, almost back to exactly where they started before that Fessel run. Going to be 2nd and a lot here. Might have declined that one. I'm not sure what's going on here. We're going to see what the end result is here. If you're just joining us, North Harrison leads 8-7 over the Eastern Musketeers. 4 minutes to play here in this first half. It's been an exciting one so far, Eli.
It really has. I'm glad to see what we're seeing on both sides of the ball here. Low scoring, unlike what I predicted. I predicted a high scoring offensive affair here, but we have not seen that so far. It's excellent for us to see this so far. A nice offensive battle, nice defensive battle even more.
Yeah, huge game from both sides so far. I mean, Eastern answering the punches early, had a chance to take a lead, ends up resulting in a Braden Jones fumble on the goal line via the Wildcat formation as North Harrison's going to be marching backwards here. Flag is accepted. Going to be holding second and even longer now. Going to be second and about 22 after that setback.
I'm liking this defensive aggression from the
second
Musketeers.
And 17 here.
Second and 17 behind the chains. Man, that's a big, tough loss.
Got to see how North Harrison bounces back. They've been able to bounce back here a lot on these late scenarios, even with the running game, not even having to go to the passing game every time, Eli.
They sure haven't. They've only passed the ball one time tonight. It was for a big success. I feel like the Musketeers are trying to guess that off a little bit, and they're giving up running yards.
Yeah, I mean, North Harrison's got to be able to get going here. Maybe extend this lead a little bit. Langdon motions King through again. Fakes the handoff to Leffer. Hands off to the backfield. Gets up a little bit. Gets back to about the original line of scrimmage. Good little run there for Whitaker on the play.
Nice little run. I like to see that from North Harrison tonight, as they're not going to pass the ball much more, I don't think. But the running game is still open for them. The Musketeers got to figure it out if they're going to stay in this game.
Yeah, got to see what North Harrison cooks up here. Another 3rd and long here for North Harrison. Maybe we see that second pass of the game worked out for him on the last 3rd down. Big jumbo package here again. Both fullbacks in and a tight end. Langdon trying to get a jump here. 8 seconds on the play clock. Langdon looking for his coach. They're going to call a timeout. North Harrison using their 3rd and final timeout with just under 3 minutes here to play here at Eastern High School. We will welcome you back here to WSLM after a few short messages from our sponsors.
Party time is rolling on at McDonald's in Salem, Mitchell, and West Baden. Hosted birthday parties are continuing to gain in popularity. McDonald's birthday parties include goodie bags for each guest, a gift for the birthday child, meals with the choice of cheeseburger, hamburger, or nuggets, along with fries, choice of drink for each guest, a birthday cake, and ice cream. Now the Play Place is closed for an inclusive 2-hour private party. That's right, the Play Place closes down for the 2-hour event. Call event coordinator Renee Lewis at 812-788-0126 to schedule your party for Salem, Mitchell, or West Baden today. Renee and her staff will set everything up, take care of all the serving and work during the party, and take care of all the cleanup. All this for a party of up to 10 kids for $130. And it's just $5 for additional children. Parties at Salem allow children to play, while the McDonald's in Mitchell and West Baden will feature age-appropriate games. Let McDonald's make your child's next birthday party stress-free for you.
We welcome you
Call
back.
Renee at 8.
We welcome you back here to Eastern High School. 2 minutes and 38 seconds to play. 3rd and long here for the Cougars. Langdon takes the handoff, looks to throw. He's looking for his receiver. Back of the end zone. That ball is caught for a touchdown.
Man, didn't see pass play coming there. The defender was in the right area. Not quite ready for that one. Touchdown, Cougars.
Grayson Clooney getting his number called. A nice toe-tapping catch in the back of the end zone there. North Harrison takes a 14-7 lead over the Eastern Musketeers with the 2-point conversion pending here.
Man, 26-yard touchdown pass from the Cougars. That brings their total up to 46 yards in this game so far.
First passing touchdown of the year for Langdon. He has a receiving touchdown, but that's just his first passing touchdown of the year. As we're not even going to see a 2-point conversion, we're going to see a PAT attempt here. That one is up, and that one is good. The kicker on the play, Joshua Wayne Scott. Good little kick there. Nice little low one, but gets through the uprights. That's all that really matters sometimes, Eli.
We saw some excellent drive there from the Cougars, a long one, if that. They ran 10 yards in the first play, 1 the second, and keep going. They had like 30 yards running on that play and 26 yards passing. That really shows the Musketeers' lack of understanding of defense at this point in the game. They have to be able to be more aggressive on this defensive end of the ball and get that ball back and capitalize. They turned the ball over.
Yeah, I mean, we have just got to be able to see this Musketeer team get back into this game. I mean, so far has looked like to be the better team. I mean, had the ball in their own 5, normally a spot that the Musketeers score from, maybe got a little too tricky with it going to the Wildcat formation, but got to see how they respond here. They got plenty of time here, 2 minutes and 50 seconds before the Garrett Drury return, more than likely here. But another scoring update from Washington County here. Salem giving Corden a nice little game here so far, 21-13. 9 minutes left in the first half over there. That was 8 minutes ago. Probably getting ready to wrap up over there too. But we're going to see Garrett Drury limping off the field here. Not sure what's going on with Garrett Drury. Not going to be in the return team. Taking his place, it's going to be Chandler Dukes and Caden Temple back out there deep.
A few plays ago, back in that North Harrison drive, he stumbled off the field here on that tackle and hit the culvert.
Oh, never going to be looking for that if you're an Eastern player or Eastern fan. Hopefully Garrett will come back to this game. Wayne Scott, spinning one deep. That's going to be caught by Dukes at about the 10. To the 20, cuts up to the left, gets to the 30, gets to about the 35, brought down at about the 40. Nice little return in his first attempt of the night for Chandler Dukes.
I like Dukes. They're replacing Drury on that return team. Able to find himself some room in that return specialty. I like that return from Dukes up to the 40-yard line. They had grading start for field position to start the game earlier. Even better to start now.
Yeah, we're going to see a jersey change here. I think we had a nice little jersey malfunction with Braden Jones going from number 22 to 35 on the play.
I think back and late in the first quarter, I saw some undershirt there on his left side. He might have torn his upper part of the jersey.
They changed him out after that fumble ending that Eastern drive. Back out there in 35. He's off to the left of Bannett. 2 wide receivers off to the left. Motions Caden Temple through. Tosses it to Temple. He's going to be met way behind the line of scrimmage. That is a huge play by the North Harrison edge defender, Bolin.
We saw a flag on the play after the tackle there. Looking to see on the defense.
It's going to be a horse collar tackle there. Eastern catching a break there. Bolin busting that play up. A herd of Cougars there. Going to be a nice little break there for Eastern, getting this yardage back a little bit.
With that 15-yard penalty, that'll put them on the opposing side of the field at the 45, lining up in plus territory for this next play, first down. We're loving the drive so far, even if it's from a penalty.
Yeah, we mentioned it early on that Eastern usually is this penalized team. Tonight, they're looking like the more disciplined side so far as they're down in Cougar territory. Just 2 minutes and 30 seconds left for this Eastern offense to find an equalizer here in this first half. Cody Bannett has Jones in the sidecar. 2 wide receivers off. Motions Temple through again. Fakes the toss. Looks to throw. Finds Brody Temple. And Brody Temple's going to strip about the 40. Not before getting a nice little gain of 5. And he is down on the play, grabbing at that right knee.
That was a big slip there. That grass is definitely wet tonight. It's bound for some injuries if they cannot get their feet underneath them 100%. We're glad to see Temple getting up off the play.
Temple back already, limping off the field a little bit, maybe a little bit more of a scare than what actually ends up happening. But hopefully Temple's going to be okay to come back into this game. Always going to be mentioning the Temple brothers whenever you're calling an Eastern game. Caden Temple, the star wide receiver, Brody Temple, an up-and-coming tight end through this program. Brotherly love there. We're going to see him get checked out. Going to see how Eastern can keep driving. Ball on their 40. Clock is still ticking. 2 minutes left in this. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in this first half. Eastern is driving.
Nice one for the Musketeers here. They are in a rushing offense now.
Going to see Braden Jones in the backfield. 3 wide receivers off to the left, 1 to the right. Looks to throw. Takes off and scrambles. Gets up. Past the line of scrimmage. He's going to get about a gain of 2 or 3 on the play. Nice little improvisation there by Cody Bannett on the play.
Yeah, like you said, improvising. He had to improvise quite a bit on that play. Only getting 2 on that one, but it sets them up closer to the chains. They might be able to let one fly here if they can get Jones on a 4th down if they don't end up completing the ball. Yeah. I like to see what they did at the end of the first quarter there, setting up the 5-yard line. I'd like to see them find Temple far down the field.
Yeah, going to see the second timeout for Eastern so far tonight?
Yes.
Or have they used one yet?
They have used one. They have 1 more remaining.
Yeah, burning a lot of time there on that play. Was snapped at 2:15, down to a minute 46 here. Just under 2 minutes here for Cody Bannett to find an answer for the Musketeers. This boxing match, Eastern threw the first punch. North Harrison's responded with 2 of their own. Going to see how Eastern responds going into the halftime here as they get the ball coming out in this next half.
Yes, let's talk about penalties for a second. We said at the beginning of the game, the penalty would be a great thing for the Musketeers to win tonight. North Harrison has 7 penalties, 4 on the defense, 3 on the offense. And the Musketeers have none.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to win games when you're doing stuff like that. I mean, Eastern back out here on this critical third down. Ball on the 37, minute 46 to play. Eastern trails 15-7. Bannett with 2 wide receivers off to his left, 2 off to his right. Takes a snap, looks to throw, finds Chandler Dukes, and that ball is going to be dropped. That's a mind boggler on that one.
Man, that was an excellent play there. That would have lined him up for a first down. Not quite what we're looking for the incomplete pass. Now they have a 4th down and 4 on their hands.
I mean, that one's going to hit him in the gloves almost, right in the chest. Not going to be able to corral that one in. 4th and 4, the penultimate play of this drive, minute 43 to go. Eastern trails 15-7. Bannett with Jones off to his left. Same set of wide receivers to his right and left. Bannett takes the snap, looks to throw, finds Caden Temple. Caden Temple's going to have the first down. And the Musketeers continue this drive down to North Harrison 30 here. Minute 40 to play.
What a nice 8-yard pass there. Catch and pass to Bannett to Temple. Temple looked wide open right there. Able to get out of bounds as well, so they have to burn another timeout. Able to recoup and draw up another play.
I said a key to the game would be getting it to Caden Temple early and often, and they sure have lived up to that tonight. Still 4 wide receivers out there for the Musketeers. Braden Jones off to the right in the sidecar for Bannett. Takes the snap. Hands off to Braden Jones. Gets a blocker in front. Gets chopped down at about the 29. Not exactly what Eastern was looking for there with just a minute 30 to go in this first half, and that clock keeps on ticking.
Bannett has been able to let this ball fly tonight. He is 7 for 9 on passing catch attempts. It's been great so far. North Harrison has not yet seem to be able to figure it out. Their running game has been great after that 2-yard run.
I'd like to see him go back to the corners of this field. Still 4 wide receivers out there. Jones in the backfield. Takes the snap. Fakes the handoff. Looks to throw. Tries to find Garrett Drury. Almost intercepted there on the play. Almost a touchdown for the North Harrison Cougars.
He read that one like it was ready to go back the other way. And he not only would have been an interception returned, it would have been returned wide open with no contact. He had been gone without it in a blur.
Yeah, Bryce Fessel almost getting his 2nd interception of the year. And, I mean, we've seen him out of the backfield. That would have been an easy jog into the end zone for Bryce Fessel. No men to beat there as Musketeers take the field for this 3rd and 8. Minute 7 to play as they trail the Cougars 15-7. Motions Garrett Drury through. Hands off to Braden Jones. Gets some blockers. Trucks his own man, and he gets up to about the 20-yard line.
Man, what a nice run there. If his his offensive lineman wouldn't have gotten his way, he might have been a little bit further, maybe a touchdown.
We mentioned it last week. One of the players I don't remember who that was, Eastern or Corden, who trucked their own guy last week. But it's happening again out here tonight. Braden Jones laying out Caleb King. And, I mean, not usually what you're going to see from a right tackle blocking for it. 40 seconds left here in this first half. Cody Bannett in the shotgun. Jones off to his left. Motions Drury through. Hands off to Jones. Jones gets back up to the line of scrimmage. He's got some room. Gets out to the 10. Trucks in. And that's going to be a touchdown for Braden Jones.
What a
Braden Jones running like a man on a mission on that play. Trucking through defenders. And we have got ourselves a ball game. North Harrison 15, Eastern 13. Just 28 seconds left to play in this first half as Eastern tries to cut this lead down to 1 with the Bannett PAT.
We love that. Excellent play there from the Musketeers. He's able to break contain, find space, touchdown Musketeers after a few broken tackles.
What an amazing run by Temple. Jones. Bannett's going to miss that PAT. Had a lot of pressure there from North Harrison in the backfield. A lot of guys in there. Surprised that one didn't get blocked with how many they had. But Eastern can't be upset with that result of that drive. 13-15. This should be a game that Eastern is winning so far.
It is. Long drive there from the Musketeers, setting themselves up for a nice touchdown there on that run, that 21-yard run from Jones out to the right side. They had a few good touch passes there. A 5-yard pass, 8-yard pass, and nice few runs. The last 2 runs there, the Cougars were on their heels. 10-yard run previously, and now to set this one up, a 21-yard run to the house for Braden Jones.
Yeah, not many teams are going to be running the ball with under a minute left with no timeouts in the first half. But, this Eastern team proves that they can do it over and over again. Braden Jones, always a favorite saying of mine. He runs like he's angry at the ground. And, once again, proving that tonight. A huge carry on the play to trim this lead to 2.
Yes, it is. It's been great. We like to see those offensive drives like that for the Musketeers. It was up in the air for a little bit there as they were kind of spitting and sputtering to start, but they found their steps.
What a bounce back after fumbling on their own 5 to get back into this game. North Harrison went down, took the lead. Eastern could be winning by a touchdown right now. We're going to see how they respond here. If you're Eastern here, got to be able to keep North Harrison out of scoring here.
Exactly. Prevent defense, prevent is the key right now for the Musketeers, as we're going to see the North Harrison Cougars one last time before this half, pending if the Musketeers can probably force a turnover here, hopefully.
Yeah, no timeouts left for North Harrison. Just 28 seconds left in this first half. They lead the Eastern Musketeers 15-13. Going to see how the Eastern Hands team comes out here. Cody Bannett out to kick.
Now, last time, on that last drive for the Cougars, we saw a 26-yard passing touchdown from their offense.
Bannett back to kick. Just a little squib there, hoping to limit the return. North Harrison fields it about the 20. Oh my gosh, he's get up to about the 30. Had a little bit of space, going to be brought down. Clooney on the play. That was the guy who caught that previous touchdown. Set up a nice little return for North Harrison. Just 21 seconds left to play here.
Temple was able to save a potential touchdown return there from the Cougars on the same guy who caught that 26-yard touchdown. He's able to lay him out, set him down. Luckily for the Musketeers, Temple was ready.
Yeah, Clooney having a little bit of space there. Not sure if he was going to be able to house that one, but still saving a huge return there. That would have set up North Harrison inside their own 50 if they could have got any more yards there. But they take the field with just maybe a couple more plays left in this first half as they lead the Eastern Musketeers 15-13, 21 seconds left to play. Langdon takes the snap, hands off to Fessel. Fessel gets outside the line of scrimmage. He keeps on churning, and he's going to get a gain of about 7 red on the play, Eli.
Nice run there for the Cougars. Not quite what they want to see. Looks like they're taking it to the half at this point.
Yeah, I think that might be our last play of the drive. It would be a shock. Maybe getting one more off here. They're running back to the line. Don't know if they're going to get it off. 2 seconds, 1 second. They're going to get it off. Fessel on the carry. Just got to get a tackle here, and then they go to the half. That's exactly what Eastern does at about the 50. Fessel padding his stats a little bit more. North Harrison miraculously getting that snap off. I'm not sure if they really, truly got it off. But we're taking it to the half here. An extra long halftime show here tonight, Eli. Homecoming. Some football teams being announced. Eastern, though, trails North Harrison 13-15. We will welcome you back with Commissioner's Corner and then our halftime show. I'm Dylan Beach alongside Eli Guthrie here live from Eastern High School. Thank you for listening.
After a joint surgery, injury, or illness, Meadowview and Salem Crossing are the best choices for helping you recover. Our Moving Forward rehabilitation program offers a full range of therapies. We're here to help you return home safely with the skills you need to live life on your own terms. Meadowview and Salem Crossing, 2 great options for your rehabilitation. To learn more, visit asccare.com or call 888-996-8272.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone. This is our weekly conversation with the commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. And Paul, it is, I say this all the time, it never stops for you and your staff and the member institutions and the kids and parents and communities. But it is a very busy time. We're in the fall tournament mode. We are in pairing show mode. We're in week number 6 of high school football. So there are so many things going on with you and the staff and everybody else involved, not to mention you continue to have your principals meetings all around the state. So for those who think that you and your staff don't just sit in offices on Meridian Street on the north side of Indianapolis, there's a little more to it than just that, is there not?
Well, there is, Coach. And, it's everybody thinks the association is just a standalone entity. And, we're not. We're responsible to our member schools and our member school principals, all 410 of them. And we want to get out there and spend some time with them. And today we're sitting here in Odin, Indiana, at North Davies High School, visiting with the people in the southern part of the state. And tomorrow we're going to be in Fort Wayne at Huntington, Fort Wayne area in Huntington, visiting with the folks there. And that'll be our 8th of 8 meetings. And it's been great to visit with the people, but we get feedback on how's it going out there with our schools and how their seasons are going. And we also talk about changes that we need to make within our bylaws, the member school bylaws of the association. What better time to get information instead of sitting down with somebody face to face in a room full of athletic administrators that care about kids.
I would think that we need 2 hours to spend time to talk about the challenges that all of you have. Obviously, challenges present opportunities, as people like to tell you, but this day and age and this time in our culture, amateur athletics and education-based athletics are under siege from other entities, private entities, putting on tournaments and all these kinds of things. AAU, I don't want to single anyone out, but I think everyone understands what I'm talking about. And it's hard to do what you do.
It is, Coach, but, it's so worth it. I always tell people we got to remember the why. And this thing points back to 1903. And the reasons we got into this business, the principles at that time, were because people didn't do things the right way. And people were trying to congregate on super teams, and professional athletes were playing. And there was no standard of academic excellence for participation. And, I can go on and on and on. And I think we all know the story. If without a structure that promotes an education-based system, we're going to return right back there in a hurry. I never want to disparage AAU or Little League because it's still kids involved with adults. But what we do is designed to promote the growth and development of all student athletes. And I often say, if what we're doing is good for the last kid who makes the team, then we have our eye on the right prize here. And, a lot of those other organizations don't ask what the grades are on a daily basis. Don't go meet with the teacher so the kid can do better in the classroom. That's what we do. And that's so important for setting kids up with some tools that they can take with them into the rest of their life. I always call it filling their toolbox. And we like to do that in this education-based system.
Paul Neidig with us, the commissioner of the IHSAA. Girls golf regionals coming up, tournaments coming up, pairing shows. I mentioned it last week, October the 8th for the football pairing show. You're going to have other pairing shows coming up. They're going to be very busy on IHSAATV.org. Are you not, in these next few days?
We are. We actually just had a pairing show last night. We did the bracketing for our unified flag football program, phenomenal program with students with intellectual disabilities and traditional student athletes. And we're going to have a tournament coming up with that. But yeah, you and Paul Condry are going to be naming off those brackets here on the 8th of October in our Rick Vanderweilen and our Vanderweilen Family Studios. And we're excited about that. But like you said, started off, Coach, we just finished our girls golf sectionals. We have regionals this Saturday, and then we're going to turn right around at Prairie View Golf Course in a little over a week, and we're going to celebrate our first state champion of the year.
Thanks for listening to the Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
High school sports teach so much more than just the fundamentals of the game. They also teach the fundamentals of life, like the power of belief. I'm Robert Falkins.
And I'm Carrie Rosati. We're both assistant commissioners of the IHSAA. In the second classroom of high school sports, student athletes understand hard work pays off, and they learn to be proud of their effort, no matter the outcome.
Successful student athletes support their teammates and learn to always do the right thing.
And most importantly, they learn to always believe in themselves.
When high school sports keep education in front of athletics, these fundamental beliefs outweigh the idea of winning at all costs.
That's why high school sports are a transformative and invaluable part of every student athlete's education.
Buy a ticket to your high school's athletic events and show student athletes that you'll always believe in them too.
This is the power of belief. This is the power of high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
He's going to go to the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana. From South Bend to Evansville and from Vincennes to Richmond, all over Hoosier country. Catch Indiana University football all season long. The Sips of Akron are coming to Memorial Stadium this weekend. Join us Saturday. Our coverage begins at 6:30 on the Neal Tire and Auto Service Radio Network from Learfield.
This is Becky White from WSLM, and I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Are you ready for some football and fantastic deals on wheels? John Jones Auto Group is here to kickstart your season with unbeatable savings at all 4 of our locations. That's right, we're conveniently located in Salem, Corden, Greenville, and Scottsburg. Score big this football season and drive away a winner with John Jones Auto Group. Our dedicated team is committed to helping you find the perfect vehicle that suits both your style and your budget. Whether you're looking for a tough and versatile truck to tackle any challenge or sleek and fuel-efficient sedan to zip through traffic like a star player, we've got you covered. Plus, don't overlook our certified pre-owned vehicles that offer affordable reliability. Get ready to do a happy touchdown dance because we're offering incredible finance options. Our finance team will work their magic to secure the best rates and terms tailored to your needs. Touchdown! And there's more. John Jones Auto Group is offering game-changing incentives, lease specials, and low APRs. Make this the perfect time to drive home, a deal you won't find anywhere else. Don't fumble this opportunity. Visit John Jones Auto Group today at any of our 4 locations. Or you can check us out online at johnjonesautogroup.com. And remember, you see so many because they paid so little.
If you're looking for the best Mexican food, stop in today at El Camino in Salem. And don't forget to stop in before the game or come in up until 10 p.m. on Friday or Saturday. Come in during lunch for great specials during the week starting at just $5.65. The Speedy Gonzalez for $5.65. A taco lunch, $5.65. The quesadilla or enchilada lunch for just $5.65. Or try your choice of lunch fajitas for $9.95 or the burrito zapata. New menu coming soon at El Camino in Salem. And they're hiring servers. Weekly specials include Tuesday's taco special. Buy 3, get 1 free. And Sundays, kids' meals are half price. Whether you stop in before or after the game, El Camino's is something for everyone in the family. Open till 10 p.m. on Friday and Saturday, and weekdays 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Stop in at 403 South Main Street in Salem, or call ahead at 812-586-0199 for carryout.
After a joint surgery, injury, or illness, Meadowview and Salem Crossing are the best choices for helping you recover. Our Moving Forward rehabilitation program offers a full range of therapies. We're here to help you return home safely with the skills you need to live life on your own terms. Meadowview and Salem Crossing, 2 great options for your rehabilitation. To learn more, visit asccare.com or call 888-996-8272.
Louder Than Life, September 21st through the 24th in Louisville with Foo Fighters, Green Day, Tool, Avenged Sevenfold, Godsmack, Limp Bizkit, Pantera, Queens of the Stone Age, Weezer, Megadeth, Turnstile, and many more. Get your passes on sale now at louderthanlifefestival.com.
We welcome you back here at Eastern High School. As the homecoming commencements are underway, we're going to see an Eastern team coming out here, getting the ball in the first half, trailing 15-13. If you're just joining us, Eli, what are some of your takeaways from that first half?
The first half was excellent for both sides of the ball. Musketeers had a few spits and sputters, turning the ball over, but North Harrison was able to redeem themselves on a few plays, halting on that first drive of the game, finding the end zone twice.
Yeah, I would say Eastern even outplaying North Harrison so far, maybe deserving to be winning this one so far. Almost shocking that they're not at the moment.
I know exactly what I'm saying. They're only up by 2 points so far. They're getting outplayed on both aspects of the ball, you said.
Eastern's been better on both sides, and they're still somehow losing this game. North Harrison really caught a break with that fumble from Eastern early, and then getting that 2-point conversion earlier to be on this lead. But this is an Eastern team whose offense may be looking better tonight than we've ever seen it, Eli.
Yes, it has, 100%. I really enjoy watching them as they've been changing it up quite a bit tonight, able to make the ball through the air and on the ground. It's changed a lot of things up for the Musketeers, keeping the Cougars on their heels, keeping them guessing on what they're going to do every time around.
Yeah, and I mean, this North Harrison defense isn't a joke either. I mean, like, they're a decent defensive team. I mean, they're giving up 7, 26, 22. I mean, those aren't bad numbers outside of that Brownstown game where, of course, we all know what happened there, 40-7, big win for Brownstown. But, I mean, this North Harrison team is nothing to scoff at. I mean, this is one of the top half teams in this conference, and Eastern's really brought it to them.
They sure have. Eastern's made sure that everything tonight was going to go their way. North Harrison has struggled on the offensive end, getting things running. Although their stats say something completely different. They have 159 rushing yards in the first half for the Cougars. But yet, it looks like they're struggling. I see the Cougars coming out here running around up and down the field trying to find different things to work. They cannot seem to get it to happen.
Yeah, I mean, no means a bad half for North Harrison. I know we've made it seem kind of grim, like they shouldn't be winning this game, which debatably they maybe shouldn't be winning if Eastern finishes off that drive on the 5. But, I mean, North Harrison has had their things that they've done right. Only punting on that first drive of the game, coming out, scoring back-to-back touchdowns following it. But North Harrison has to battle these penalties in the second half or before they shoot themselves in the foot again and let Eastern back into this.
Speaking of penalties, like you said, they like shooting themselves in the foot. Penalties right now, North Harrison has 7 penalties on the game, 4 on the defensive end of the ball, 3 on the offensive end of the ball. It's hurting them. Musketeers have 0. That's been a big asset for the Musketeers tonight.
Yeah, I think the Eastern fans should be really appreciating this performance because this is one of the first times we've seen Eastern win the penalty battle so far this year.
It is. A few weeks, even last week when they won the game, they still lost the penalty battle by a few margins.
This is a discipline. This is a Eastern team that is looking very disciplined tonight. I mean, that's not something we've saw all year. I mean, it really shows how they are going against the top team and really bringing it to them here.
Discipline is the key for this game. It's the word for them tonight. Passing the ball for the Musketeers, they've been outstanding. Yeah. 7 for 9 for Bannett, 78%. 78% on the first half of the 91 yards completion.
Yeah, I mean, those 2 incompletions, too, still probably should have been completions. I mean, the one to Dukes hitting them in the jersey, the failed screen pass to Drury was probably on Bannett. Maybe could have been caught, but I mean, a great night so far for Cody Bannett. I mean, got to see how he can pass the ball. You got to keep handing it off to the workhorse, Braden Jones, as he has carried Musketeers back into this game with that last rushing touchdown right before the half.
That last rushing touchdown had put them over the century mark of rushing tonight, leaving them at 111 yards in the half for rushing.